Welcome back, folks. This is lesson 56 and still on skies. We've done 4 skies now. This is going to be the 5th sky, and this is by request really, because several people have asked me to paint. Can you paint a sky that's not snowing, raining? So I said, well, let's have a go and see what happens, shall we? So this is it, and here we are. These are the colours I'm going to use. Raw cyan to start with, and a mix of French ultra and burnt umber. Quite strong mix there, because I want a heavy cloud above, okay? And we'll put some kind of a landscape in the base. So there's your colours, and off we go. Let's throw that out of the way. Now I'm going to wet the paper here with clean water. 2 pots of here, one for clean water and one for washing my brushes in. And at the end of every painting, they both look exactly the same. I don't know why, but they do. Anyway, let's put some water on this, shall we? And I'm going to have to tilt the paper on this one, tilt the board, because I want that rain to run down out of the sky. Let's hope it stays in focus and we can put it back to where it should be. We'll see anyway. We'll see what happens. We can only try. Right. Remember, the water that goes there, of course, is going to reduce the thickness of the paint as it goes on. So your paint's got to be really thick to have any effect, any depth about it. So let's get some paint on. I want to put a bit of touch of, this is raw sienna here, I like raw sienna. A touch of raw sienna in here. Just flick across it. See how we're going. That'll do for that. And then this heavy stuff, I want some quite heavy stuff here, and hopefully it'll be, oh, that's reasonable. We'll see what happens, shall we? I can see this, the rain now. Quite strong up there. Let me tilt this now, because I'm going to hope it's going to run down. Given that snow effect, I keep saying snow, that rain effect. That's what as your rain drops out of your clouds like that, this is the effect you get. And we can sort the landscape out in a minute. I can even put a bit more colour onto this sky, give a bit more depth to it. That's it. Let's make it really dodgy. So it's really coming out of that sky. I think we can let that till we can say that that's actually raining on something, isn't there? So I'll put the board back down. And let's see what we can do about this landscape. We'll think of something, I'm sure we will. I'll still use the same colour because I've got some left for this. And use a different brush, I think, a bit smaller brush, so I don't go mad. Put that one down. Smaller brush. And let's indicate some kind of something that's happening in the distance here, shall we? I'm making it up as I go along, folks. So if you like it, well, hopefully I'll like it as well. We'll see anyway. How it goes in, slips across here, and then something that's coming in down this way here. It's a bit too wet actually to do this. I might have to try and dry it a little bit. I want to leave some of that because I want the depth to give me some. That's in the distance there, so it's going to be misty and murky, isn't it? So we can bring this bit forward here. Whatever it is, it's it's going to come towards us, and we're going to have a sort of a bank this side here. You're not going to get much colour on a day like this because it's so miserable. In fact, the best place is to stay at home until the weather clears up. But there's something in the distance. I want to clear that out a bit. Keep this one going. Might put a little bit of a path in the foreground here. Let's lead the eye into it, shall we? Get that going in. I don't think it needs a bit more drying that because everything's going pear-shaped. To work on a bit more now. Right, let's see what we're doing next. I think we'll have a bit of a tree formation at this side here. I'm making it as I go along, so don't get excited. A bit of tree formation. Keeping the colours that we've used for the sky. Let's keep it just dark and miserable. Yeah. Let's stick some spin. In fact, I might do it with. Yeah, I'll do it with this for a start. Just putting up a bit of a tree or something. Up it goes. I like that dark bit going into the light. The best way of doing it, of course, is your lightest light against the darkest dark, and that's what makes your pictures sing. And that's what we want them to do. We want to sing out, and want the people that look at your paintings to say, "Wow, that's fantastic," and hopefully we can do that. A little bit more soft twiggly on the top here. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving. So we've got something to hang on to this base here. Anchor these trees on a little bank there. Perhaps flick a few flicks up into the beyond that, so we've got two layers. We've got this strong layer and then that misty layer behind it, and then there's even a more misty bit down there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 layers there besides the sky. So it's just what we need. Something just to make your sky. It's a sky painting, but I do like to put a bit of interest in it as well, and not just leave it as a sky. So now what else can we put down this side here? Let's see. What are some grasses or something like that down here, just to give it a touch of. So it's not a masterpiece. It's just a sky painting. It's nice if you can put little things in that you think of as you go along, which is also handy. You just keep your brain going, and whatever you like to put in your painting, put it in. And if you don't like it, leave it out. So let's see what you've got here. See, that'd be nice. And I can up here I can sort of say, well, this is in the distance, if you like. Well, not in the distance, but it's breaking the horizon line up. So it's a bit of a fence there, keeping whatever stock you've got, keeping it where it should be. Keep that down, of course. I want to anchor that anchor this down, so put some twiggy around there. So I'm keeping this dead simple, because even a starter can have a look at this and think, wow, I can do that, no problem. And that's just what I want them to think, because I want them to have a go. And to all you new subscribers, welcome. We've got some fantastic people and some fantastic subscribers, and I'm really pleased, because I'm getting people from all over the world. In fact, a gentleman this morning from Massachusetts, New England. And well, I've been to New England, it's beautiful. And New England in the fall, wow, that is something special. That's one of my trips to New York and places like that. And up to Canada it was, to Quebec. Lovely trip. I took Carol there, and I spoil her really. But she carries the brushes and gives the pencils out to all the people on board who I'm teaching, which is nice. I think it's nice to put something in that. I wonder if I can put something that's strengthen up this path a little bit here. Take the eye further into the picture. A bit better. Yeah, I said these scraps are wonderful. I'm really pleased with what's happening. In fact, my publisher's just been on and said they've reprinted or republished my book, my last book, in Chinese. So, if it goes out there, let's have some Chinese subscribers, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's lovely, it is. A bit more grass down here. That'll bring that forward. And that little brush my pal gave me, I'll have a look for that, because that'll be handy for doing this. If I can find it. Well, there it is. This is that little brush. It really sits well. Look how fine it is. Flick up out of this real fine. You can link to the other stuff. Or some of this side. I've got this brush now. It's twiddly bits down here. Try and take that into the distance a bit. So that leaves the eye in as well. And perhaps this one as well. Just lead the eye into the picture. Lovely. Bit of soft stuff on that. Soften it there. I don't want any strength down there, because it's got to go into the picture. It's got to go away from us, like this path is going away from us. This is a strong stuff down in the foreground here. That brings it forward. In fact, I can use this little brush and put some extra little twiggy bits on this, look. But as I said, the important thing is not what's in the foreground of this. It's how to paint a rainy picture. And what you do is you put plenty of water on, like that, plenty of strong colour in the top, and then tilt it, and you'll find out you've got your rain. Then you decide what you're going to put in the foreground. It's as simple as that. So as soon as I publish this, probably later today, I expect some of you beginners and some of you more experienced ones that I'll have a go at that. Just a nice job. And I have full confidence in you. Link all this together. I can put a figure in here if you like. That might just give it. I'll put Fred in. Yeah, I'll put Fred in. It might just. So if I put a figure in about here. I want to do a lesson on this on composition and that. Or probably here. Yes. On composition, because all right, that's leading the eye into the picture, that, and the rain's coming. But if I put Fred in here, let's see if I can put Fred in. And it's sort of a contrasting colour will put a zing on your picture. So here we go. Let's see. We'll put Fred just here. It's quite close to us, like this. There's Fred. He's leaning forward actually, because it's raining that much. He's sheltering a bit. Putting some dark trousers on. Waterproofs, I think. So he's down here and he's wondering what to do here, because it's all going pear-shaped. I'll put him a hat on that comes down to his shoulders like that, and off he goes. Just drop that out there, take that out. Looks like he's got a red ball in his hand there, I don't want that. As he's jumping his hands down there like that, that's better. Because it was bleeding to that, you see. I mean, right pig's ear, that's dead. I'll get better if I practice. We'll see how he goes. In fact, he's looking down here and thinking, blimey, I could do with a stick. Shall we give him a stick? Oh no, I'm not giving him a stick. I think we can. Yeah, let's give him a stick. He's got a stick in his hand here like this. Good old Fred. He's struggling through the snow. But the little blob of red, like that, in a strategic spot, draws the eye to the picture. And then what you do, someone looks at your picture, they go, wow, first thing you see is Fred sat here, and then you start wondering about the picture. Oh, there's a lane there, where's it going? And that goes into the distance. And this fence is leading down there into the distance. That's leading you down to the distance. It's raining up there. In fact, I suppose, I'm going to get fiddly in here, I can see. If I just mix a bit of colour, the same colour we're using, but weaken it, very, very weak. Let's see what that's like. Still a bit too strong, that. Just really weak. I can put a suggestion of sort of buildings in the distance there. That might be good. It's as though he's going towards something. Nothing strong. Put one or two suggestions of what it could be, any kind of building, just sort of a distant. It could be a townscape in the mist, beyond the rain and that. Whatever it is, it's in the distance there, and we're getting towards it. So that's where they're walking to. He's off to walking to the town that's in the distance. And don't start putting windows in. It just leave it as it is, and it's where it should be, in the distance. It's somewhere where to go. So Fred's on his way back to town. I might just strengthen this foreground a little bit, just to give it more oomph. little bit of colour in there, touch more colour there. Using those same two colours, that burnt umber and ultramarine, and get some dark in here. This dark will bring it forward, where this stuff is just here. Perhaps a touch of dark down there. That will anchor that. And a nice strong dark down this corner as well. So if anybody speaks Chinese, you get my book. It's quite good. Well, you've got to be able to read Chinese as well, I suppose. There's no shadows on this because there's no sunshine or anything. It's as it is. And I'm looking for things to do now, and that's a mistake. I should just get on with it and stop. So, folks, that's it for today, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. It'll be another sky, by the way. I'm determined to get these skies out, and so you can all try different skies. So until next time, folks, any questions, answer them in the comments section and below, and it's goodbye. Goodbye, folks.